Jim McElvain back here, opening another pack of 1996. Go ahead. 97 Upper Deck basketball cards. And these I bought off of eBay, and they have Spanish writing on them. I think they were produced for the Spanish market, so obviously the players' names are all in English, but it would just seem like a pretty good deal for these cards. So what do we got here? Mookie Blaylock. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Pearl Jam were big. They were NBA fans, and I met the bass player from Pearl Jam one time with Larry Kostoviak at his Hoop Fest out in Polson, Montana. But I think their album 10 was named, people say Dennis Rodman, but I thought it was Mookie Blaylock that they named it after. Okay, let's see who else we got there. Vern Fleming. Yep, I remember Vern. I remember him. And then there's Joe Klein right behind him. I played a lot of golf outings for Detlef Schrempf's Foundation with Joe Klein. Very nice guy. Sweetheart of a guy. Okay, who's next? Vincent Askew and I had the same agent, Mr. Ron Grinker out of Cincinnati, Ohio. And Vincent played for the Sonics, not when I was there, but he would come down to Cincinnati before the season would start. Mr. Grinker would invite all his players to Cincinnati, and we'd usually stay at the Embassy Suites in Blue Ash, and then we'd work out. And some days we'd work out at Xavier, some days we'd work out at the University of Cincinnati, some days we'd just work out at some other gym. But it was a really nice thing that Mr. Grinker did to invite all his players that he represented in there, because they ran the practices, which is essentially what we did. We got ourselves in shape prior to training camp. So I got to know Vince a little bit and spent a lot of time with him in Cincinnati. Okay, what's the next one? That is Penny Hardaway, Anthony Hardaway. So that one's probably going to be worth a little money. So take care of that one. Now, Penny was in my grade. He left a year early for the NBA. But I played against him when he was at Memphis, too. And I played against him in high school in AAU with Damon Key, which was kind of fun. So I've known of and played against Penny Hardaway for quite a few years. In fact, I think, there's a lot of guys I played against in AAU that I ended up playing against in the NBA, but Nick Van Exel from Kenosha St. Joe's might be the only other guy I played against in high school who ended up in the NBA. And I don't know if that's the same for him or not, but yep, Penny Hardaway, nice card, nice pack.